hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Chicago Bears. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Heinz Field. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now Roethlisberger on first down. That swung out wide to Harris. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
First carry for Najee Harris. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Roethlisberger. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They brought in the heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On third down, Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bilal Nichols in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Fields on first down. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's got Rome. Touchdown. David Montgomery, 41 yards. And the Bears on just 2 plays have taken the lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the final tally, as told by Next Gen Stats, he hit 21.5 miles per hour. Whoa. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Steelers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now?
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the give, this is Harris. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Harris. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd down and goal. Roethlisberger. And he's got it. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris from 3 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now a throw here to his running back.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense. Let's go, let's go. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
One play action, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. Touchdown, Chicago! Darnell Mooney, 51 yards, and the Bears have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 2nd and very short, Roethlisberger. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man here is Gentry. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. And Boswell's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. They can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Play action. It's Fields. Oh, Mooney, what a catch. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
A final shot before the break. Fields. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
These 2 teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They run. Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap. Fields flush to his right. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Montgomery back to the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now Montgomery. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. To throw is Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime, Mings, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. Anyone who watched Najee Harris at Alabama knows the kind of strength that this guy runs with, and he's continuing on that path here at the next level.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the night. Steelers are going to retake the lead. Extra point now by Boswell. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Now it's Fields.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used. They come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They run again with Harris, and he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. From the 24, Fields. And he finds Montgomery complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And he's got the speedster Goodwin. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back to throw. That's caught by Montgomery. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. He'll look to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Byrd. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Back to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He's back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at